Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions, and then I read on the collective energy to the best of my, as best I can. And anyone who does this, you're never 100% accurate, but it's amazing the insights we can get. So, and thank you so much. We've got a ton of questions today, which I am so looking forward to getting through, or as many as I possibly can. And then if you're watching this on replay, you can always, every day, any day, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there, and you can pick and choose what you'd like. I timestamp them as I go. And I would not look at the description box if you are live here with us right now, because it is a mess. It's not organized. And I'm just going to jump in and start working my way through. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And Saturday, so 2 days from now, is the monthly tarot social. So if you are a patron, or you would like to be, you got me from 8 to 10 p.m. on Saturday night. We're going to talk about all things Halloween and some mind-blowing old Halloween costumes and all kind of stuff. So yeah, so anyway, lastly, I will say I had the most wonderful morning. I've spent my morning looking at amazing art, and I cannot even tell you it. As I'm trying to pull the questions out so I make sure I can see them properly. Looking at really beautiful art is, for me, it's better than meditating for an hour. I mean, it just, I feel like the universe is vast and beautiful, and the spirit world is where it's a source for the most sublime things, and it just makes me so happy. I thought I heard a kitty. So and then I realized that even my drink matches my outfit today, and it was like, how happy can one person be? Anyway, hello cuteness. So we're gonna jump in. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Trillium. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Hello. For anybody who doesn't know, this is Bailey Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Hi. How are you? He's my positive energy generator. And there he goes. Pumpkin latte. No, actually, it's a citrus, just a citrus drink. All right. So, some of these I didn't get a chance yet to. This is, I set out the blanket for a reason. Hello, precious. Oh, you making the blanket would be a really good thing. Yes. Oh, just a good kitty. Oh, just a good kitty. Nice blanket. Hopefully he'll stay. Okay, good kitty. Okay, hopefully he'll stay. All right. Glenna says, I hear you. I feel that way when the fall leaves are in their glorious color, each one different from the other, all beautiful. Add some raindrops and I'm hooked. Oh, absolutely. Oh, Isabel says, my Belle is napping next to me. Okay, he's still awake. It really is like having a toddler. All right. So 5 minutes in, let's start looking at the questions here, because yes, Empress, Boo Boos and Kitty, go nap, silly kitty. Yes, yes, please. because now you're tired and you're going to get grumpy. Anyway, he'll be okay. Trust me. He's got everything he needs. 15 in. All right. Now this, I don't, okay. By the way, Trillium Tarot has gone above and beyond with the questions today and all the help. Thank you. All right. Michigan GOP gubernatorial nominee. I'm guessing this is a candidate? Anyway. Invoked a conspiracy. Oh, I'm shocked. Oh. GOP invoking a conspiracy right before an election. Claiming Democrats sought to topple the U.S. in retaliation for losing the Civil War. Michigan GOP gubernatorial nominee. Okay, let's see. Let's pull up the. Let's see about pulling up the. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull up the actual article because this. What? Huh? All right. Hang on. All right. We're gonna take down the pumpkins for the moment. We're gonna share. Tab. Michigan GOP gubernatorial nominee invoked conspiracy claiming Democrats sought to topple the U.S. in retaliation for losing the Civil War. Tudor Dixon. Oh, good, Tudor Dixon. So let me skim this. Try to figure out what. Okay. Nominee invoked a conspiracy that the COVID-19 pandemic and protests in the summer of 2020 were part of a decades-long plan by Democrats to topple the U.S. as a retaliation for losing the Civil War, adding the party wanted to enslave people again. She's a former TV news anchor. She was on Real America's Voice. Yes, dear. In a 6-minute monologue at the beginning of the show, she said after the, quote, attempted creation of the Black House Autonomous Zone outside the White House, Autonomous Zone, unquote, referring to a cordoned off area near the White House erected by activists, that Democrats were using this moment to topple the U.S. The country is divided, she said. And this was the plan. It's been in the works for years. Where are you? Oh, there you are. It's been in the works for years as a house. Oh, it's been in the works for years. Years and years and years. Yes, because she's nuts. Yes, she is. She is as nutty as a bowl of nuts at Christmas. Yes, she's as nutty as the bowl of nuts at Christmas. Okay. Oh, man. The idea that you can topple the greatest country in the world, but topple a country like the U.S., you must be planning this for decades. Why wouldn't that come from the party that lost the Civil War? The party that wanted to own people because they viewed them as less than human. Do you think that Democrats are over losing to the North? During the Civil War, the Democratic Party itself was divided on the issue of slavery. It was that divide that led President Abraham Lincoln's victory in the 1860 election. And so, okay, Tudor Dixon is a whole special kind of crazy. And I'm saying that as a woman who reads tarot cards on YouTube. All right? I know what kind of reputation I have because of what I do. But holy buckets. Lori says, we need different criteria for being a nominee. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. Oops. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Turn that off. Put this here. Put that there. Put that there. Tudor Dixon. What's going to happen to Tudor Dixon? Okay, there's so much going on with her and her energy that I feel like I could do an overloaded Celtic, but she's not worth it. Just because I'm worried about Gretchen Whitmer, just in general, in her safety, I will pull 5 cards. But this woman doesn't even deserve 3. Tudor Dixon. She would like to speak to history's manager. You are nuts, lady. You are so... I cannot imagine the last time that your eyeball saw daylight because of where you keep your head. Knight of Swords. Just gung-ho to fight illusions. Meanwhile, Democrats are like, okay. And we're just doing, Gretchen Whitmer, just doing the thing. And, okay, so she's going to have her little crazy fest over here. And people are going to vote for moving forward in sanity land. Stephanie Martin says, maybe instead of Karens, we should call them Tudors. Just a thought. Well, the problem is Elizabeth I. But her father was a monster. Okay, we're just slowly walking away, and we're going to vote. We're just going to go over here. We're just going to vote. If you're in Michigan, just vote. Oh, good. I made Kim laugh. Good. That makes me happy. All right. I don't even know what to say. Okay. She wants to speak to history's manager. She has something to say. This is obviously not right. What's being taught out there is not right because what she knows is right. Really? Okay, I'm not even. Okay. Eileen had a question, but honestly, I can't answer it. And I know this is going to sound kind of odd, but Eileen had a question. So Trump and his lawyers have until November 4th to turn over documents sought by the subpoena. Will they comply? Now, I'm sure this relates, like you guys know the November 4th, but I'm literally like, what subpoena? Which one? He's under subpoenas in so many places from so many different, and I'm just, so if you, so just let me know. And in future, if you'd like me to read on stuff like that, when it comes to Trump specifically, please specify, because there are too many to keep track of. January 6th. Oh, okay. It's the January 6th. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, January 6th. Will Trump, okay, will Trump will comply with J6. Okay, I'll make a note of that. Oh my gosh, which one could that be? All right, so they have until November 4th to turn over documents. Will they comply? I would doubt it. I mean, Trump, the man, the bully, the idiot, Dim Sniffy himself, Dim J for Genius, Mr. Delusional, narcissistic, walking embodiment of all 7 deadly sins. Yeah, I'm not seeing him. That's the thing. We're part of a civilization. Humans are not, we haven't evolved to be alone. We are part of clans. We are part of families. We are part of, so you need to be a part of civilization. And to be a part of civilization, if you weren't raised in a tree, then you do things like manners and having some basic agreement on what's up and down and right and left, and just basic stuff. No, he's just not gonna do that. And it's like, really? Then you're not welcome to be a part of my civilization, because my part of civilization, my area of it, because you can't do the basic. I mean, I realize the patron saint of my channel is effectively Fred Rogers, but if you can't share, if you can't be kind, if you have to have everything, it's all about you, you need to grow up. You have until November 4th to comply. Are you going to do it, or are you going to play games? Queen of Pentacles. He's looking for somebody. He's looking for somebody to, or he's looking to Republicans for a way out of that. Is there somebody who in Congress who could complain or object to something? Is there something Lindsey Graham has done that he could emulate? Is there, he's looking for something he can go, oh, okay, that would work. And he's probably talking to people to try to figure that out, because he doesn't want to be judged. Yes, Empress, look for the helpers. Yes. Oh, thank you, lady. Thank you, Nikki. I agree. Kathy, thank you. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. He wants a way out. He wants a way out. He's going to try any legal thing he can, but they're not going to let up on him. Meanwhile, he's not going to change. Not going to change. He's just going to keep thinking he is the center of all. He's the patriarch of this dynasty, and he can do whatever he wants, and he will continue to be heinous and say awful things, and on and on and on. But people are getting sick of it. And the committee, they're just, this isn't new. Nikki says he's fishing, in other words. Could be. Cindy Lou, that was me. That was me. All right. Dr. Nancy, civility, respect, dignity. Otherwise, go away. See, Torino, I voted yesterday, Dem straight across. Thank you for voting. Thank you for voting. Mano Day. Hey, stay gold. Evelyn, yes, what you put in the universe will come back to you. So he's playing games. So now, has anybody heard the latest? Because as of a little while ago, earlier this morning at 2045, Trump and his lawyers, no. What was that? No. I didn't mark down the, well, stinky. I didn't mark down the time for that. Go back and fix the timestamping. No, when I started that question, but this one, we're starting at 21:15. Trump lawyers and the DOJ are in a sealed court hearing related to the Mar-a-Lago investigation. Now, Trump lawyers aren't talking. I'm wondering how people saw them at the courthouse, but how do they know it's to do with the Mar-a-Lago investigation? That I don't know. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. It helps. Thank you. But what's going on? Because if the Trump lawyers aren't talking, that means it's probably something that does not look good for Trump. Or maybe the judge said, keep your traps shut. And they might comply for a while as opposed to their client. So, Jane King. So there's a mark, there's something on my screen. Yes, Jane King. I voted yesterday also. Total blue as always. Thank you. Thank you for voting. Thank you. So, Tasha says, I've been seeing a lot of messages circulating. Most Republicans are not voting until Election Day because they believe early voting will allow Democrats to change their votes. Nobody's got time for that. Seriously, nobody's got time for that. We've got stuff to do. I don't know where these Republicans get the idea that Democrats are these great mastermind manipulator. Really? Because I've got to feed the cat. I've got to I got stuff to do. But anyway, Kim says differently if the lawyers are quiet. Exactly. Thank you guys for voting. Hanged man. Oh, what are you not allowed to do, Trumpy? Oh, sniff, sniff. And J for genius. Oh, a free spirit. I have a new name, formerly Grandma Rose's homestead. Oh, free spirit. I love that. Yeah, Dr. Nancy, voter tract full. Isn't that a blue heart? Yeah. All right. Trump and his lawyers. 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Sun card, Knight of Swords, Lovers. What did you do? He's on the defensive. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, what's come to light? Something has come to light, and this is aggressive law enforcement. They're going after people around him, devoted people he's very close to. Uh-oh. I don't know. Is this a big deal? Is this a big deal? Well, if you have to have lawyers go in, it's nothing that small, especially if they're keeping their mouth shut. That's Mar-a-Lago. There's Trump at Mar-a-Lago. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, this isn't earth-shattering, but it's important. So it being about Mar-a-Lago, that's exactly what those cards are saying. That's literally my card for Mar-a-Lago and Trump the man, who's King of Wands in charge of the place with the wands. The sunny place with the wands. Back in the good old days, for what it's worth, this card used to be my cruise ship card. That's what I called it. It was vacation or retirement. Now it's Mar-a-Lago. It can be a celebration, although it's usually a more of a later in life celebration type to me. Cruise ships, retirement, big family gatherings, maybe occasionally a wedding. Depends what cards it's with, but they're relentless. They're going after Trump relentlessly about this top secret stuff. That's what I'm getting. So I'm not getting anything more specific than that. But I'm definitely getting Mar-a-Lago. So, and his lawyers are working furiously, but probably not as furiously as the people who are hunting down what happened to the where the top secret information ended up. Yeah. Anyway, if anybody hears anything, please let me know. I'm getting that they're being relentless against him, and I'm getting that it does have to do with Mar-a-Lago. That's what I'm getting. So Cheryl says Mark Meadows, Rudy, and the rest have gone silent. Thank you. That's true. That's true. Okay, at 28 minutes in. Oh, this should be another brain teaser. DOJ asked the Supreme Court to reject a legal theory pushed by Trump supporters. I believe I have that here. What have we got? What have we got here? And in number 4, question 4 of the crazy, let me share. There we go. What is this? Justice Department asked Supreme Court to reject legal theory pushed by Trump supporters. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Yes. Okay. Wednesday reject. I'm just skimming to get to the meat of it. All right. It was after I was filing on the so-called independent state legislature doctrine. Supporters of the theory say state legislatures should be able to set rules for federal elections without being held in check by state constitutions, either through interpretation by state courts or by the functioning commissions created under state constitutional. So basically, they could just do whatever they want. Voting rights groups fear, I mean, you don't even need to finish that sentence. Voting rights groups fear, yeah. It could lead to the ability of rogue state legislators to act unchecked when it comes to rules concerning federal elections. Okay, so. Democrats expect that even before the High Court resolves the dispute this term, Republicans will cite the theory in legal challenges around the midterms. I've been saying, and you don't need me around to tell you the likelihood that this election is going to turn into legal palooza because it will. So what's the Supreme Court going to do? Anything useful or just awful? The Supreme Court is terrible. Take away our rights. If they want to keep up with that, they're in for a fight. I like beer and step for justice. Who cares what they say? So you Supreme Court, please go away. Thank you, Sampras. Chaos, anybody? Chaos? Chaos. They're Republicans are offering chaos. Chaos. Would you like some chaos? Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, this would be bad. Just a little. This would be just a little bad. Yeah. Refusal to accept Democratic votes. King of Cups. Get it, Biden out. Far right communication. Not going to work. No. Will the Republicans try to use it during the midterm elections to make a mess, to stir people up, to on and on and on and on? Very possibly. Very possibly. But you can't just chuck everything and let legislators do whatever they want. That's again, this goes back to you are a part of civilization. Yes, states' rights until Trump was in power, but anyway, states' rights, but you're still part of, it's still the United States. You're still part of the big picture. Yeah. Everyone says they just blocked another subpoena for records. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Citorino. You guys are so sweet. Really? Yeah, they would steal. They would steal votes. They would steal elections. There's no death card again. And they end up disappointed. They can't. They might be able to weaken things a bit, but they can't knock it all down. We are not going to lose our democracy. We're just not. We're not. I've read on this over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm here every single day. I have been here every single day for years. Years, plural. We are not going to lose our democracy. It's just going to get hairy for a while. But it's already been hairy for a while. So we'll be all right. All right, so at 34:30, Electra Storm had a question. Let me see here. Will the law change? Will the law change where the 1% will have to go to jail or prison when they ignore a subpoena like the rest of us poor folks with no power? Thank you. Oh, look at that. I cut the deck. I got major arcana, institutions, and the chariot. The institution is moving you along. Okay, so a little less change. So the rich and powerful, you know, that's the thing that is always, it doesn't bug me. It's frustrating that, in case you haven't noticed, the Justice card in this deck isn't wearing a blindfold. There's no blindfold. Justice isn't blind in this deck. Which I find rather frustrating. No, not the situation, not the card. The cards are great. So will it change? So that the wealthy and powerful and connected, they will be subjected to the same kind of laws we are. Stakehold says, Autumn, what is the message in the chat that says opt in for membership gift? I have no idea. I hope it isn't bothering you. But Ten of Swords. That's what happens to the poor. Three of Cups. There's the Justice card. See? No blindfold. Four of Pentacles. Strength. Yeah, actually, it might get a little bit better. All right. This is some progress. Where those with wealth cannot buy their way through. And they end up having to work more. It feels like prison work. This strength in the system, stronger system. Problem is, it's going to take time. Things are getting better. Things are going to get better, but it just feels like it's going to what is this stakehold? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Oh, Foggy Ozark. Sorry I haven't been here. Fighting an autoimmune stuff real bad. Miss you and this crew. Bless you. Divine Spirit. Divine Spirit, send divine energy into everyone who needs it today. Fill the world with divine energy. Higher and higher vibration for the good of all. For health. For happiness. For connectivity. So everyone knows they're connected. They're not alone. Pour divine energy into the world until it's overflowing. For the good of all. Okay, stakehold. I understand. Thank you. I'll have to look into it. I'm afraid I don't know what that is. Sorry. Okay. Things are going to get better, but it's going to take some time. I don't know, Cypress. Honestly, I just don't know right now. I'm just going to focus on this, but I'll look into it. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So, Nikki has a question. I've looked at this before, but it's worth just checking. Just 3 cards every once in a while. At 39:45, will Trump try to leave the country? All right, let's see. Is he packing his bags? On Trump Force 1, did he really? Really? Well, thank you, Kevin. Did he really put Trump Force One on the side of his plane? How pathetic. How pathetic. You have that man, he's got the self-esteem. His self-esteem is this big and it's made out of blown glass. People who are secure in themselves, they don't do dumb stuff like that. Matter of fact, you specifically don't want to do dumb stuff like that for safety reasons. So Trump, gonna go on an extended stay somewhere? Yes, Tiffany, look how little of a man I am. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Julie. 6 of Cups. I won't really sing it, but there's a song in My Fair Lady that basically says in so many ways, the world will keep spinning without you. Queen of Swords, Tower, ooh, Ace of Wands. He wants to fight back. It would be humiliating if he left. But all these investigations, they are going to, once he starts losing things like Trump Tower and Mar-a-Lago and what have you, it's not going to be pretty. There aren't enough condiments in the world. But this is him fighting back. This isn't him turning tail. Holly and Fred says he wants people to fight on his behalf. He's a coward. Yeah, he's a medieval knight. Everybody he should treat him like God's chosen one. And he has said, "I am the chosen one." And he looked up. Some say, "Oh, he was joking." I've watched that clip many times. He was not joking. Yes, show. Catch up all over the place. Chariots. It would be a big deal. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what a big deal it would be if one of our presidents fled the country because he's in so much legal trouble? So much of banking goes through New York, and they would shut him down, Trump org down. They would, this would not help you. I mean, he's a coward, but this would not help him. This would not help him. And these aren't cards of leaving. So that's not getting there. Okay. Polly Wanda says, a high maintenance, unhinged, fraudulent oath. Yeah, that president. Oh yeah, that's true. Who just said that? I'm giving you guys credit. Evelyn was saying Trump's having a rally here in Florida with Marco Rubio. Mm-hmm. Not DeSantis though. Do you notice that? The world will keep on spinning without Trump. All right, so Vel Ray had a question. 45. 45 minutes in. Let me see here. What do we got? So the letter Democrat Representative Jayapal released, will it cause problems for the Dems in the midterm election? Was she purposefully trying to sabotage the midterms? No, I don't think she was. I'll read on this. Yeah, pulling a stunt like that right before the midterms is just boneheaded. It's beyond stupid. Yeah. So basically, for anyone who, my understanding of, so correct me if I'm wrong, but also for anyone who doesn't know, basically the far left in Congress basically said we want to revisit or stop, well, at least revisit how much money we're paying Ukraine, and it isn't, we're not actually paying them, it's a lend lease. They're going to pay us back. But anyway, because we're anti-war. They didn't start it. They didn't start it. Semper says it was a draft and wasn't supposed to be sent. But they drafted it, which is just... Ukraine does not want to be at war. Trust me. And I'm going to have my unpopular opinion and say that we are in a situation that is far too frightening to do anything but pull together as one party. One. And whichever part of the party, from if it's moderate, if it's far left, whatever it is, whatever part has got the majority of votes, we're doing that. We're just doing that. Because everything's on the line. And Democrats need to stick together now. And I know it's not necessarily popular, but if Democrats want to be complaining about everything if Democrats want to complain about everything other Democrats have done, it's your right. But right before a midterm election, yeah, it was a big oops. Yeah. Val Ray says draft. Letter was signed by 30 Democrats. Did they sign drafts? Yeah, this was so not a good idea. So not a good idea. Because we need to be together. Janelle, yes, I totally agree. These are TYT Dems. Yeah, what happened at TYT? Good grief. All right, eight of wands, 4 of wands, page of swords, star, queen of cups. All right, we're gonna pull together. What they have aimed at us on the right, what they have aimed at America on the right, and bullying and what have you. We need hope. We need to stick together. This is a group of Democrats. This is hope. This is beautiful, and this is what we need to do. So, yeah. Kelly says, "Now I have to look up TYT." They say they're liberal. This is what I have seen. TYT is a channel here on YouTube, and they've been around for quite a while. And they say they're left leaning, but over the past years-wise, they have decided that their thing is going to be criticizing Democrats, criticizing Joe Biden, criticizing not spending much time criticizing the other side, but this side. And basically one side of the party just constantly pouring negativity on the other side of the party. It's not good. And there's very more famously recently there's a woman on TYT. I'm not gonna, but she just lost her marbles for a minute, and she was just yelling and saying Joe Biden has done nothing, and she was like yelling nothing, how dare you, blah blah blah. It's like, excuse you, infrastructure, just so infrastructure's nothing. Yeah, it's really not worth watching. It's really, yeah, it's the Young Turks. It's not worth watching anymore. I don't recommend it. You do you. You do you. But no. Nope, not interested. Nah. Anyway. All right. 5130. Glenn had a question. 5130. In spite of the manipulated poll predictions, there seems to be a shift toward a Democratic victory in the House and the Senate. Will the upcoming eclipse further aid in this shift? Okay, I think this is interesting. How is the eclipse going to affect which party ends up with the most seats won? Yeah, there was a actually Hal Sparks has gotten into it with TYT because he's a celebrity, and he got into it on Twitter with Anna. Is that her name? I forget. Anyway, that woman, and he basically pointed out kind of what I just said about how we need to work together as a party. We need to do something. And she replied, it doesn't even matter what he said, but she replied, I don't even know how to clean this up. Don't you have some corporate Democrats blank to gargle? No. No. Go away. Go away. That's just horrible. Anyway, this is how you respond to it. Oh, anyway. Okay, sorry. 54. How will the eclipse affect crass, Kathy Rollins, Kelly saying rude, yeah, just, yeah. But anyway, the eclipse. How is it going to, which way is it going to push voters? Left or right? Who's going to win the most seats? How's the eclipse going to push? I'll do 3 on the left, 3 on the right. The eclipse, huge bolt of energy. Well, it makes the banshees and the finshees loud. far-right communication. It gets them riled up. All right, on the left. Seven of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. Well, we're certainly afraid. And I think that's why we're seeing such a high turnout in voting. Is because we're afraid of what could be happening. That our ideals could go poof. And this is so pivotal. We have got to vote so this does not happen. All right, so it definitely winds our side up and their side. Okay. And on the right, they're afraid of us. And yeah, they don't have, no. They're afraid of, they want to knock down, this is the wealthy man with the bludgeon. And this is the Cups are Democrats. But this does not feel as strong because they were already upset. Whereas we're newly and more upset. There's major arcana here. There's no major arcana here. We know how important this is. But there's a lot of fear on both sides, which makes sense because if you look at the eclipse chart in, you know, it's in fixed signs. It's in Scorpio, fixed water, and Taurus, fixed earth. And Cheryl says the full lunar eclipse. Yeah, so everything's lined up just so. So you get this energy straight through. And because it's a lunar eclipse, the earth is right between the two. The energy just straight through. And it's a lot. And because it's in a behind those are fixed signs, we end up everyone very fixed in their position. But it is going to motivate people. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of stress and people getting keyed up. And we're just, okay, we're going to vote. We're going to vote. We're going to be kind to each other. And then we're going to do other things in our lives. And we're going to make sure we get sleep. We're getting some sleep, right? Getting some sleep. Get some sleep. If you need a cocoa or a cup of tea, or even if coffee calms you down, see, some people it does. Whatever you need. If you have a pet, cuddle with the pet. Just you do what you can. And then after that, the best thing you can do is calm your heart down and just know you did what you could. And that's you were in the right. You did what you could in a lawful manner. You have said your piece. You have spoken. You're obviously talking to others. You've done what you can. You can be at peace with yourself. Just keep that in mind. Okay? All right. So where are we? At 59. Yeah, 59. Manx had a question. 59. Will churches ever realize that Christian nationalism is not Christian? Ding, 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 ding. You are correct. Christian nationalism is not Christian. Oh, Evelyn, yesterday I got really emotional, couldn't stop crying. Oh, look, we just went through a solar eclipse and the energy is so keyed up for everybody. I'm sending out hugs to anybody who needs one. I know it's not much, but I'm giving you what I can. All right, so if you need a hug, and like my grandmother, I'm a patter. Pat, pat, pat. So hang in there, hang in there. All right. And we have cute pumpkins. That's what these are for. Keep our spirits up. We're in this together. All right. So let's move this to 1 hour even. Will these churches ever realize Christian nationalism is not Christian? Magician. The magician is holding one hand up to God, the other pointing at the earth. So it'd be the conduit between the. Slow your roll. 4 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Chariot, 5 of Wands, and the Tower. It's been quite the it's been quite the scam. Send us money, send us money. Send us money, but oh, you need money? Well, you need to pray. God will bless you, but send us money. But and it isn't all of the. It's sad that in some respects, a lot of Christians are being painted with a brush they don't deserve, because there are some really good Christians out there. Seriously. Reverend Barber just comes to mind. But this is just trying to rile people up. And who was the lady? It was the angels down in Africa. It's like, like the angels. I can't remember the tune. I bless the angels down in Africa. Anyway. Oh man. And says old grift goes back to the tent shows in the 40s, maybe farther back. Oh no, 1800s. It was huge. The tents and it was huge in the 1800s. But that's not. Yeah, we're going into a new age. It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Toto. Yes. I can't sing it right now though. It's all right. Who was the I saw a documentary on the Christian weight loss lady. She died in the last few years. Yes, exactly, Lady Eve. I'm thinking of Africa by Toto. Exactly. But that's what this woman, she was just, the angels here, the angels in Africa. And everyone's looking at each other like, angels in what is she talking? There's nothing to do. What? And Twitter went crazy with references to Toto. That's it. Renya, Gwen Shamblin. Yeah. And if you're not thin, you obviously don't have enough faith. How pathetic and sad are you? Whew. Oh, thank you, Trillium Tarot. Evelyn, it is a very good song. Yeah, it's not going to keep up. But anyway. Sandra's been asking, let me just have a quick look. Yeah, again, I'm the conduit. 9 of Swords, Page of Cups, 4 of Swords. Yeah, there's new people, young people coming up who are more spiritual, less religious. More spiritual, less, anyway. Sorry, my brain is just... Yes, I almost equated the changing spirituality of the overall tone in the country to an old beer commercial. But anyway, because I'm silly for the fun of it. All right, I am not going to answer that question just because I have answered several of your questions today. Okay, so Sandra Smith was asking, can you do a quick read on Rupert Murdoch? Sure. I didn't know he was still with us. Paula White, Renia, yes, that was Paula White. She called the African and South American angels for Trump. Oh boy. All right. SEC writer, yes. Who's that lunatic Paula White? All right. Rupert Murdoch. Oh, talk about a change in energy. Rupert Murdoch. Is he okay? Is he still with us, and is he okay? Because he's just kind of there. Suddenly everything hurts. Ow. Really, tightening up. King of Cups. Yes, Cheryl, Reverend Warnock is a good man. Absolutely. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Eight of Cups. Lovers. Well, you know, he made stupid amounts of money trying to get people into this cult, but there's more and more people on the other side who aren't going to be a part of your cult and feel very strongly about democracy, decency, treating others with respect and kindness, and yeah. So there's not much there. Glenna Miles says Jerry Hall just dumped him. He's an evil media genius, all for money. Wasn't The World Is Not Enough? Wasn't the villain partially based on Rupert Murdoch? Something like that. He just feels there. And he's losing power. That's all I've got. So, sorry. All right, at 108 and a bit, Sandra Smith had a question. Oh, no, I just did Sandra Smith. So again, I forgot to write down the time. Got more questions. I need to go. So sorry about the time stamping. I'll go back right when I'm done, and I'll timestamp those two questions. Spacing out here. All right, 108:30. Oh, good question. All right, 10. Well, you guys always have great questions. Let's say 109. You know, the other day we had the little mini watch party for Garland and Christopher Wray's podium speaking about China, about arresting, et cetera, et cetera. Will China retaliate after the DOJ arrested one of its spies on U.S. soil? My understanding was it was more than just one, but I could be wrong. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Thank you. All right. How will they answer back to what was done Monday? Okay, well, they're going to retaliate. Well, considering, Xi just got his third term. He's in for life. And during that, with the foreign press filming, he had like the president, escorted out. And as the person went by, he put his hand on Xi's shoulder, like, but, and Xi just went like that. They escorted him out. He has not been seen since. So you have to understand who we're dealing with here. Will they retaliate? Yeah. But really, what they're going to do is they're just going to keep on keeping on. They try to succeed by stealing our stuff, stealing our what we create, stealing our research, stealing knockoffs, and they create knockoffs, and their chip production isn't anywhere near what ours is. Well, thank you, Anne. Previous President Hugh. It was orchestrated. Oof. Oh, thank you, Fran. You look great in yellow. It gives your face color. I love that. I love that when people are trying to be so nice. I just find it funny. Anyway. She. A free spirit says she is pronounced she. I worked with a Chinese man who was named Xia. Okay. Well, I guess we could just call him G. You're awful. Reading on China is just brutal. The energy is just brutal. Thank you, Dr. Nancy. King of Cups. Well, they're not happy, but they're just going to keep on keeping on. It's kind of the price of doing business. As well, their idea of business. People send out spies. Some of them get caught. That was stupid. Don't tell everybody not to do that again or do it that way again. That particular, however they were doing whatever. Don't do that again, and then send more spies. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords, Hanged Man. I guess it could be an important pivot moment, but this actually feels more like a rinse and repeat. We'll go get the stuff. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. Somebody will be held accountable. So we will get the stuff. Kind of feels like a rinse and repeat. That's all I'm getting there. So, okay. All right. At 1:14. What is going to happen? Joanne was asking, what's going to happen to the asylum seekers at the border? I wish people, when people are complaining about the border, I wish they would talk about, I would like the actual numbers on, okay, you're saying all these people are coming over the border. How many of them have been over the border before? As in, they come across the border, they do work, they go home. They come across the border, they do work, they go home. Oh no, I appreciate that, Fran. It just struck me as funny. And I think it's wonderful, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you. How much is... What's going to happen to asylum seekers at the border? Bless. Bless, bless, bless. They have nothing. They have nothing. Bless. They have nothing. Ten of Cups, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. This could, we could be moving in a positive direction here. The, thank you, Sheila. If you're talking about me, thank you. It's a dream. And, you know, I'm going to tell you, don't you want people coming to this country who are brave, who don't take a bad situation and just endure it forever? They actually are brave enough to get up. They care about their families. And they're willing to just pick up and just go toward the chance of a better life. And all the struggles they go through getting here. Aren't those the people you want? Aren't those the brave mothers and fathers? And just a thought, there are going to be some new laws, and this is to not favor Republicans. It favors Democrats and business people. Yeah, because I mean, it's not exactly a shock that that talking about immigration can be a dog whistle for racist. But we're moving into Pluto and Aquarius. We are moving into the age of Aquarius. We're just moving into a time that's not favorable to Republicans, and certainly not extremist right-wing Republicans. We just aren't. So that's that. All right. Well, you know what? That's gonna do it for me for today. Whew. But we made it through. We made it through together. Yes, and that's how we do things. We go through this together. So it is 1:37 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel doing Creative Sprints. Imagine that. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'll go back and timestamp those 2 questions. And Saturday night for patrons, it's our monthly patron tarot social from 8 to 10. So don't forget. All right, I think that's it. So please don't forget, you're not alone. We are in this together, and there really are good days ahead. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. All right, so hang in there, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.